Okay. Welcome to the Ordinance Committee meeting of January 13th at 6 p.m. All of us are in attendance. There are new members of the Ordinance Committee. Tonight is just an organizational meeting that is being held remotely due to Governor Baker's amendments to the open meeting law that are still in effect. So, welcome. And as the former chair, I can get us started. So tonight is just an organizational meeting, so we'll be picking the new chair and the new clerk, and hopefully set a meeting because we do have some ongoing business. We have business with the planning board. We have a joint public hearing that was continued, and we also have some items that are currently active in committee. So that being said, does anybody have any interest in being the chair?
I'd like to nominate you to be the chair. I'd like to nominate Salem Derby to be the chair.
Okay.
I will second that.
Okay, so we have a nomination and a second. Does anybody have any? I mean, I'm happy to do it. I don't want to presume that I have to be chair. So if, and I wouldn't necessarily demand that I would have to be. So if anybody else was interested, of course I would consider that. But since you nominated me, I'm very happy and would accept that if that is the consensus. So it looks like we might have a consensus here, so I guess we can put it to a vote. So Lindsey Rothschild.
Yes.
Okay, Tom Peake.
Hi.
And I will vote yes too. So thanks, guys. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I appreciate it. So
yeah, I appreciate your continued leadership because I'm new, and so I appreciate it.
So then we have the next position is the clerk, which is an important position, who will take my duties in my absence and will also help to make sure we stay up to date on minutes. So and I'm happy to I think either one of you would be awesome at it. So if one of you would is inclined to want to do it, or I think that would be great. If not, maybe we can flip a coin or draw straws. But do either of you guys have an interest?
What I'll say is that I'm already clerking for finance.
Okay, I'll do it then. I know
Thank you.
That's too heavy lifts with clerking.
That is a heavy
Since you said you were
Double.
already doing it, I will happily step up excitedly to be the clerk.
That's amazing. Thanks, Lindsey. And you know what, Lindsey, you've done since you did a great job at public safety, so that makes me feel good that you would step forward. I appreciate that. And so I'm going to say that we have a nomination for Lindsey Rothschild. We have a second for that.
Second.
All right. So we have a nomination and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, Tom Peake.
Yes.
Lindsey.
Yes.
And I vote yes as well. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Lindsey. I appreciate it. Tom, I'm so glad that you are on ordinance still. It was a pleasure working with you last time, and I look forward to working with you again. And welcome,
Really glad to
Lindsey.
be here.
I think maybe what we can do is we can take a look at maybe a meeting, so we can start looking at some of the stuff, catching you up, Lindsey. And we have some important things on the docket. So let me just take a look at my calendar really quick. It's a little tight, but that's okay.
I know.
So we're on the 13th now, and we have a meeting next on the 19th. So it looks like for me, the Wednesday the 26th could work, Monday the 24th could work, or Thursday the 27th could work if we wanted to try to do it in the next 2 weeks.
So with finance, Wednesdays are not going to work for me, but either Tuesday or Thursday should be totally fine.
So can we look at maybe Thursday the 27th of January? Yeah, go ahead, Lindsey. Take a look and see.
I'm just looking. I'm looking. My internet is becoming unstable.
Okay.
Thursday the 27th looks good.
Okay. And do you guys have I'm usually here until 6, so 6:30 generally is a little bit better for me, but I'm pretty flexible.
That's fine for me.
What
It's all good for me. I mean, the one thing I would say is from last time, I would just observe that if we've got important things that we think are going to take a long time, we should probably do our best to start it as soon as possible because we're all going to get tired and hungry at some point. And these conversations can be pretty brain power intensive. So
I agree. So let's, for the 27th, I'll schedule it for 6:30. And
Cool.
that way we can just catch Lindsey up. We can take a look at where we are, kind of develop a plan of attack and a game plan. And then, on those big items, we can look at meeting earlier, and I'll just bounce out of practice early. So, and that's no problem. So,
Okay.
Great.
all right. Sounds awesome. Anything else?
I don't think so.
No.
All right. I'm happy to entertain a motion to adjourn then.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
All right. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right. Councilor Rothschild,
Hi.
Councilor Peake,
Aye.
and I vote yes as well. President Gomez, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. And you guys have a great night.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
A good one, everyone.
Bye.